Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey, Kat,
Hey,
how's it going?
Bruce. I'm doing great. I came back to some beautiful weather here. I was going to say I walked down. It was nice and sunny. Got my steps in, so everything's going good today. Yeah. It was. I was up in Washington over the weekend, and they had like blizzard conditions.
Oh, was it cool?
Really? Yeah, but it was kind of cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, since I don't get a whole lot of snow in my life, it was kind of novel for me. So got to do that. Got to go to some parties, meet some new friends. So yeah, it was fun. Had a good time up there. Yeah,
great. Yeah, I forgot you went up there. That's great.
Yep. My occasional weekend away. So.
I was a kid when I was lived up there, in Everett and Richland and Seattle and all that. But I was a kid. But I did enjoy, like, in Seattle, especially the Space Needle and all the, and then I went to several of the expos that they used to have like that. Those were really cool.
Yep, I've paid my tribute to the Needle before. So yes, I got to go on the rotating deck up there and do all that fun stuff. So I was gonna say
that's a wild ride there.
If you're in Seattle, like if you don't skip it. It's fine. There's always a line, but don't skip it. It's fun.
It's fun. It's worth to do it. So you say you
just
did
to say you did.
Yeah,
Cross
absolutely.
it off the old bucket list. Have a good time. Yeah,
absolutely.
Enjoy it. Embrace it. Embrace that engineering.
and go down and enjoy the pier and
it's all right there anyway.
There and everything is perfect. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, when I was a kid, those places were fun and everything. So
good time for the kids too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, how about you and Junior? How was your weekend?
You know what? It went well. What I did is, the script was done. I gave you that script to look at kind of what that one part and everything like that. Well, I had to do a screenplay.
Yes.
So I spent last week, after we did the show, I got on that, and Saturday I spent about 10 hours straight on through and got the thing done. I mean, I went all week I was working on it. I don't know how many hours.
Formatting it for us.
Yeah, formatting it, and then I got it, and I went through, and I added a scene that I wanted in there that wasn't, and it was so funny. I got to tell you, Kat, I'm sitting there reading this thing, and I'm going, what the heck was I thinking?
That's amazing when you look at it a second time. You're like, wait a second.
Well, yeah. And I looked at that thing a dozen times and everything, but this time I was just going through it to do the screenplay, and it's funny that I saw, like, there was a scene, just for example, there was one where Marlo and Ruth are talking.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Marlo is Lash. I got his name there, and I'm going, why did I put that guy's name?
It's called a typo.
It's called a typo, yeah. And then I saw that I was spelling, my misspelling. I kind of went through and fixed all the mess-ups while I was going at it, and then added a little bit and fixed all the mess-ups. And I saw that was like, wow, but that was a rough draft. This is the screenplay, and it's done. So
you got to be careful with those mysteries, too, with the details.
I
know. I'm checking my own notes right now since my own manuscript is opening on Friday. Yep, triple checking all those tiny little details because somebody's going to find something.
Yeah, and then I got Chrissy. She's doing the assistant directing, and she has got it right now, going over it, make sure that I dotted all the I's and all.
Go, Chrissy.
Do a little.
She's doing the Lord's work.
She's doing that one right there for me. Yep, you're going to help out on that end of it. So, that's coming along. That's what I did. And then it's paper week, so of course I had to start jamming out on Sunday. I sat there and did all that stuff.
I know. I've got some press releases I need to get to you.
Yeah.
So
good. Yes, indeed. And the library thing, but that's
library
next Friday.
Yep. April's going to be busy too.
Yep. Indeed. So, hey, that's it. So I hope everybody out there had a good weekend and got out there. And you know what? We got lots of stuff to go do and everything. But first, before we go, I'd like to thank Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, just go to kciw.org and you will be on your merry way. Speaking of those guys, the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, we got one on board with us here. Dave went to France to go see his daughter, so him and Mary Lou went to France.
Good for Dave.
There you go.
We had a new face in the
little
studio.
world traveler, yeah.
I'll get introduced eventually. So
This is Nat Hughes. He comes in from the fishermen here, and he's going to give us the fishing report this week. Hey, Nat, how's it going there?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, happy to have you.
Let's talk a little fishing. Steelhead season on the South Coast is winding down. It's going to be a little slow here. Your best bet for steelhead would be traveling to Grants Pass and fishing over there out of a drift boat.
Wow.
The ocean fishing, couple opportunities. You got some rock fish and lingcod fishing if you can get out. And lo and behold, our salmon season opened up on Sunday.
Hey.
So you are allowed 2 Chinook, minimum 24 inches. It's going to be a little slow out there, I think, for salmon this early, but the opportunity is there. And then spring salmon on the Rogue out of Gold Beach, That's coming up. As soon as we get some more rain, it's really going to kick in. So that'd be your best bet for salmon. And that's about it right now for fishing on the South Coast.
And we were talking about the rain thing. So, yeah, we need some rain to get in here. The rivers, he was telling me earlier, are not.
It's been pretty, but
they're going low, not up.
Some moisture. Yeah,
we need some moisture. And you guys got a meeting coming up here?
We do. This Wednesday, the 18th at 5:30 at Chetco Library.
The 18th?
18th.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. I tell them, this will get on the air so people hear that. So,
Monthly shindig. Awesome.
Well, good deal. Well, thanks a lot, Nat, for coming on board with us and everything and covering the fishing report. Yeah.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Have a
for
great
being
one.
here.
Take care. Well, there we go.
Well, we have some salmon this year.
Yeah, we got some salmon. It
Here's
sounded like
a
a
chance
good
for
report.
salmon. That's always
that sounded
nice.
good. Yeah, very good. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, hey, now speaking of that, now let's go on to the music schedule here.
Yes, let's get right into it. So
the
there's still
music
stuff
schedule.
coming up in March, starting with Cisco playing on the 19th over at Seaview Senior Living from 12:30 to 1:30. And then on the 27th, he's playing at the Chetco Activity Center from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And the Mighty Steelheads will be playing on the 28th at World Headquarters 101 at 8 p.m.
And then Jivan Herzog is playing on the 20th at Chetco Brewing, and music there runs from 6 to 8.
Yes, indeed. And Disturbing the Peace, they'll be Disturbing the Peace at the Inatech on the 20th from 7 to 10. Yeah.
And Black GTO is playing on the 21st at Inateca from 7 to 10.
And the Tony Land Band will be playing on the 28th at Coontai 6 to 8.
And then Blue Skies has a couple dates here on the 27th. They're playing at the Elks Lodge from 6 to 8. And on the 28th, they'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and then Yana G will be playing on the 29th at Augustino's 2 to 4.
Patty Ann's going to play on the 20th this Friday at Pete's Bar and Grill. Music there running 6 to 8.
And then Troy and Vince on the 20th, they'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill 6 to 8.
There we go.
There we
Okay,
go.
a neat little lineup there for the end of the month.
Yeah, and if you're out there and you've got a music or band or whatever and you want to get your schedule here on the Insider Report and in the Insider of Southern Oregon, all you got to do is send it to me at CaptainCurry541@gmail.com, and I will make sure that happens for you.
All right.
Bing, bang.
Well, let's get right into events happening at the good old Chetco Library, happening down at 405 Alder Street in Brookings, starting with their weekly lineup. On Mondays at 5:30, they have Qigong for health and vitality. And then Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they have story time for young children. 3:30 p.m. on Tuesdays is Tween Club for youth ages 10 to 13. Then on Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m., they have Qigong again. It's a morning class this time around. And then on Wednesdays at 1:30, they have their after-school program with drop-in activities for school-age kids. Then on Thursdays from 10 to noon, they have the Rowdy Creek String Band open rehearsal, and this is a rehearsal for acoustic string instrument players. 3 to 5 p.m. on Thursdays, they have Checkmate Corner. This is a weekly chess club for all ages and skill levels. Then 5:30 on Thursdays, they have Easy Flow Yoga, another free exercise class. And then on Fridays at 10:30 a.m., they have Threads, Hooks, and Needles. This is a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. And then Saturdays are busy as well. At 10:30 a.m., they have another Saturday story time for young children. 1 o'clock is Saturday Shuffle, and that's where you can play and trade Pokemon cards with guidance from experienced player and library volunteer David. And then also on the second and fourth Saturdays from 2 to 4, they have Teens Teach Tech. You can drop in the library annex with your device or tech questions, and you can get help from a trained technology mentor. Their mentors are often young people who've been trained to teach tech to older adults. They're standing by to help with your smartphone, iPad, or computer. And this is a free service. It's presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. And then we do have some monthly and special events still coming up in March. From 2 to 4:30 on the 20th, that's this Friday, they have Creative Cafe. This is a free monthly art event for adults and teens. You can drop in anytime between 2 and 4:30 on the third Friday of each month to explore a new medium with supplies from the Maker Cart. You can connect with fellow creators over coffee, tea, and light refreshments. And March's focus is art with acrylic inks. And then coming up on Saturday, the 21st at 2 p.m., they're back. They're going to have Celtic harps, rare instruments, and wondrous stories. Aryeh Frankfurter and Lynn are back. This multi-instrumentalist duo will treat audiences to a unique show of breathtaking music, both traditional and original, with wondrous stories and humor entwined. And then on Tuesday, March 24th at 3 p.m., they've got a spring break activity. They've got a movie afternoon, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And again, it's a free family movie afternoon. They'll have snacks and stuff as well. And then on Tuesday, the 25th at 1 p.m., they have a monthly workshop. And this month, it's Craft and Connect with Kim. You can join volunteer and miniatures artist Kim for a free step-by-step workshop. And March's project is Alice in Wonderland dioramas. Now, due to the equipment and materials used, they do want you to know this workshop is only open to artists 18 plus. Spots are limited and registration is required. And then coming up in book clubs, this week, Thursday, March 19th at 5:30, they have Pub Grub Book Club. This is a casual book club for adult fans of graphic novels. It takes place off-site at Misty Mountain Brewing in downtown Brookings. And this March, the group is reading and discussing Under Earth by Chris Gooch. Space is limited. Registration is recommended for that one. And then on Wednesday, the 25th at 4 o'clock, they have Comic Quest Book Club. This is a comics and illustrated book club for tweens and young teens. And meetings include activities related to the book of the month. And this month, they're discussing Wings of Fire, The Dark Secret by Tui T. Sutherland. Also on the 25th at 5:30 p.m., they have their Look Back Book Club for teens and adults, and they are invited to read classic books from their childhoods and dare to ask, how do they hold up now? March's reading selection will be decided at the group's February 25th meeting. So you can find information about the book they'll be discussing at chetco.librarycalendar.com. And all library-led events and programs are always free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. You can get more information about library events and programs and services and collections and everything else that they have to offer by following them on Facebook, by visiting chetco.librarycalendar.com, or by calling 541-469-7738.
Woo, one of the busiest libraries around, I tell you.
I got to stop and take a breath there for a second.
you.
Holy cow.
I'm over here taking drinks of water.
We stay busy.
Yeah, you
All
do.
right. Well, hey, now it's time for Famous Quotes with Cousin Bruce.
That's right. Hey, here are quotes from poet Elizabeth Barrett Browning. She was born March 6, 1806. God's gifts put man's best dreams to shame. He lives most life, whoever breathes most air. She says, silence is the best response to a fool. And last but not least, hey, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Everybody knows her with that one, with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, hey, have a great one.
Well, National Poetry Month is coming up.
I know.
There we go. Gotta gear
know
up
it.
for it.
I know.
All right. Well, I was talking about it earlier in the show, and it is coming up. It's barreling down on me like a freight train. But Three Penny Theater is presenting The Cipher in the Stream. This is an interactive murder mystery experience happening at the Chetco Activity Center. That's located at 550 Chetco Avenue in Brookings. This March 20th through 28th, join the actors at Three Penny Theater Co. for Cipher in the Stream. This is an original interactive murder mystery and fundraiser for the Chetco Activity Center, which is gearing up for crucial building repairs. And what's this mystery about? For more than 80 years, a mysterious secret has been buried in the forests of southern Oregon. And once it was unearthed, it proved deadly for one unlucky Brookings resident. In the midst of the Japanese Fugo balloon missions during World War II, a stray balloon with a top-secret payload landed in the remote forests of southern Oregon, where it lay undisturbed for generations. Upon its discovery in 2025, locals were shocked to find that the balloon wasn't carrying explosives. Instead, they found a watertight canister attached with a cryptic payload containing a set of map fragments and a cipher key. Dr. Alistair Sykes, a retired cryptologist, worked around the clock to restore the map and decipher its coded phrases. He believed the map and its coordinates could reveal the location of a secret coastal intelligence post, or even the identity of an embedded Axis collaborator. But Sykes was murdered just hours before revealing his findings. And amongst a nervous mix of locals, rival scientists, and federal agents, one of them is the killer, desperate to suppress the truth of the cipher in the stream. So again, it's up to you, the audience, to solve the mystery. As you traverse the halls of the Chetco Activity Center and question the suspects, you'll work in teams to gather key clues and get the chance to bring Sykes' killer to justice at the end of the night. This interactive mystery is even friendly to repeat visitors. With 3 different possible endings, each night promises to offer guests a unique experience with each character and a fresh puzzle to solve. This is presented in partnership with the Chetco Activity Center, home to the local Meals on Wheels program, and a portion of the proceeds from this event will go directly to the center, which is currently working hard to raise funds, again, for crucial building repairs. Again, this runs March 20th through 28th at the Chetco Activity Center, 550 Chetco Lane in Brookings. Friday performances begin at 7 p.m. Saturday performances begin at 2 p.m. Now, there is a complimentary hors d'oeuvres reception that begins 45 minutes before the start of each event, along with signature beverages available for purchase. Seating for this one-of-a-kind event is limited, and one night is already sold out online. That's Saturday the 21st. Tickets are $25 a person. You can get them online at threepennytheater.com. There are limited tickets available in person at the Chetco Activity Center on the north end of Brookings as well. For more information, you can call 541-373-0534, or you can send a message to contact@threepennytheater.com.
That is one heck of a good storyline for this area here. And the more I hear you talk about this and you say this, and I'm doing the screenplay thing and getting ready to movie thing, this could be a good screenplay.
I have to bring my local historian knowledge to the forefront somehow. Yes. I can't just sit on archives all the time just waiting for people to ask me questions. I was like, no, I need to bring all this stuff to life. Yeah,
Girl,
yeah.
You should make it. This would be something that would be a doggone good little movie around here type thing. Yeah. I mean, the more you say that,
doing a straight stage development of it, seeing which ending we like the best.
I see this going further than it is right here. That's for sure. That's great. Doing a good cause, but that good cause.
Yeah,
that's maybe
you can drag Junior to one of the showings.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. He might like that.
Yeah.
Drag myself to it. Jeez.
I know.
Hey, the Manley Art Center got a March schedule. On the 16th, they got soft solder techniques for jewelry. On the 17th, they got a mini room makeover, a children's art program. And then on the 23rd, it's Manley Sessions acoustic music.
All right. And then, hey, just a reminder here, the Chetco Library is presenting Lisa Lynn and Aryeh Frankfurter with Celtic harps, rare instruments, and wondrous stories. This is happening on the 21st. It's going from 2 to 4 p.m. It's a free concert, and we're giving you a notice again because this has been standing room only in the past. Lisa Lynn and Aryeh Frankfurter are a multi-instrumentalist duo known for the rich blend of Celtic harps, Swedish nyckelharpa, Ukrainian bandura, bouzouki, sittern, and more. Based in Oregon, they tour extensively and bring decades of recording and performing experience shaped by years of street performing and a shared background in rock music. Together, they have performed with many of the most respected names in folk and acoustic music and have sold well over 1 million albums combined. Whew. Their concerts enchant audiences with breathtaking traditional and original music woven together with humor and captivating stories.
Wow. Yeah, sounds like a good little group coming through here. Couple. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
come through here every year, don't they?
Every other year or so, they try to make their way down the coast. Yeah. They've got because they've got a really hardcore fan base here. They turn up every year. They love them.
It's like deja vu all over again. That when we're reading this and I'm going, hey,
they're back. Like I said, they're back.
That's it.
All right.
Hey, Port O Pints in Crescent City is presenting stand-up comedy with comedians Sherry Hardman, Anthony Lloyd, and Allison Fine. Doors open 6:30. Show starts at 7. There is a cover fee at the door. For more info, you can call 707-460-1154.
All right. Speaking of things that come up once a year, the Harbor Game Con is back, and it's happening at the Brookings Elks Lodge this year. It's going to be on the 28th. That's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Getting some extended hours now.
Yeah.
And then on the 29th, they're adding a whole other day. It's now 2 days. On the 29th, they're going to go from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And, of course, it's going to feature tables with role-playing games, card games, board games, their famous cosplay contest, and much, much more. And the library will be making an appearance, too. There may be a scavenger hunt activity.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I got that poster in the paper, so yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, come say hi to me and Brenna. Yeah.
There you go. See? Coastal Farm and Ranch Challenge of Champions Tour Bull Riding. This will be at the Event Center on the beach in Gold Beach. On the 28th, gates open at 6. Event is at 7. I'll be seeing the commercials on TV, too. So,
cool beans. All right. Okay. Well, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. G'day, Kat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that women astronauts weren't allowed into space? It's true, and here's the story. In the early 1960s, NASA aerospace physician William Randolph Lovelace was in charge of developing physical and mental tests to ensure that astronauts would be able to handle the rigors of operating in microgravity. The testing was incredibly thorough in order to confront all of the known and unknown challenges of space travel. Lovelace accepted NASA's many astronaut candidates with grace and put them through his rigorous testing regimes in order to select the best men for the job. But unbeknownst to the agency, Lovelace also decided to conduct his own tests in secret, but on female candidates who also met NASA's astronaut qualifications. The female candidates were handpicked by Lovelace and visited his clinic individually or in pairs to complete testing. Well, the women weren't tested as a group, as the Mercury 13 name implies, nor were they officially included in any NASA program. At the time, there was no government-sanctioned program to recruit, test, or train women astronauts. Well, Lovelace ran the entire program on his own. Lovelace started his test in 1960 with Geraldine Jerry Cobb and eventually expanding the program to 25 more female pilots after Cobb's well-documented success. Well, by the end of 1961, a total of 13 women, including Cobb, made the final cut. There were 3 testing phases that the final selection of astronauts completed. All of the women successfully completed the first phase, And 3 of the women also completed the second phase. Jerry Cobb was the only woman to officially finish all 3 phases, and she scored in the top 2% of all candidates of any gender, outperforming some of the 7 Mercury-serving male astronauts. Well, the women were qualified to be astronaut candidates, but NASA wasn't interested in women astronauts at the time, and while none of the Mercury 13 members ever made it to space, these women paved the way for other female astronauts who shattered the glass ceiling for women at NASA. I hope you enjoyed this week's Bit of Real History with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, hey, always keep it real. Yeah, so there you go. Astronauts that couldn't go to space, but they had the right stuff. There you go.
Started. They
yeah.
got started. Hey,
That's
there
right.
you go. All right. Well, hey, getting into our PSAs here with a few minutes left in the show, starting with Coastline Dance. They meet at Brookings Elks Lodge on Mondays and Wednesdays over at 800 Elks Drive, and at the Crescent City Elks Lodge on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's over at 359 H Street in Crescent City. Their absolute beginner session is from 10:30 to 11 a.m., and then they have a beginner's dance from 11 to noon, and an intermediate dance from noon to 1 p.m. And you don't need to be a member, but they do ask that you see if you can provide a $2 donation to participate. And if you need any questions answered, you can contact Jean at 541-251-8998.
Yep. And Monarch Gardens, 984 Parkview in Brookings, has a dementia support group every third Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. A compassionate space to process your emotions. For information, you can call 541-469-6187.
All right. And then Coastal Home Health and Hospice offers grief support groups over at their location at 585 5th Street in Brookings. They meet on the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. It's free of charge, it's open to the public, and you do not have to have received hospice services before to participate. Walk-ins are always welcome, and if you need more info, you can call 541-469-0405.
Yeah, and Cascadia Pickleball Zone has presented Hour of Pickleball Yoga. This is happening on Mondays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays at 10:15 a.m., Thursdays at 6:15 p.m., Fridays at 10:15 a.m., and then on Saturday, hey, you got to check the schedule. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then KCIW is giving folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. Basically, KCIW offers 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio's open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. People can just drop on in and record.
Yeah, say something positive about this beautiful community we live in.
Yeah,
That's right. Hey, Legends Arcade is presenting Trading Card Game Night every first Wednesday of the month, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. Hey, you can sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players.
And then there's game nights over at the Whimsical Griffin as well. They're located at 615 Chetco Avenue over by the Redwood Theater. They meet weekly, Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9 p.m. And they play Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, and a variety of board games.
Hey, we got time to slide this one in. It's Meals on Wheels, Volunteers Needed, a very important cause. If you'd like to do something that'll make you and those you help very happy, if you'd like to do something to help give back to the community you love, hey, if you'd like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes to deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it is just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping in this great cause for the community, you can contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center at 541-469-6822.
All right. Well, I guess we have time for
got
one more PSA here.
one
Hey,
here,
Scouting America of Brookings Harbor is scouting for new troop members, and boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and 4032 are accepting new scouts and adults interested in volunteering. Scouts can join from 5th grade to age 17. Adults can volunteer as long as they're over 21, can pass a background check, and can spend an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. They meet at Scout Hall 7 to 8:30 p.m. every Monday Monday night, except for holidays. They invite you to meet the troops and learn more about what Scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings, and you can get in touch with Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark at 541-661-2749. You can also get in touch with Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca at 707-951-3647.
So, hey, it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I would like to give a shout out to our fearless producers. This week it's Ray and Tony for all their great work each week helping us bring a show to our airwaves. I want to thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and then listen to all the fine shows that they have to offer. You can catch the show podcast, including the Insider Report, by just going to kciw.org. And you can check out the live streaming there as well. Most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. You can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com. And hey, you also find a link there to the Insider Report. I checked it out the other day. It is there. It's cool.
It's there.
Yeah. Until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there. Bam! Woo.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.